Have you ever noticed how moments of disrespect stay in your mind longer than praise ever does? Asterisk. One comment, one look, one careless tone, asterisk, and hours later, you are still replaying it, wondering what you did wrong, wondering why it affected you so deeply. But here is something most people never tell you. Disrespect feels personal. But most of the time, it has very little to do with you, asterisk, and if you stay with me until the end, you may realize something that quietly changes how you see people and how you protect your peace. Asterisk, humans are wired for connection. From the moment we are born, our nervous system learns safety through acceptance. Respect signals belonging. Disrespect signals rejection. And the brain does not distinguish much between emotional rejection and physical pain. It responds to both in similar ways. That is why disrespect can linger in your body long after the moment has passed. Asterisk, this is not weakness. This is biology. What matters more is understanding why some people disrespect others so easily. When you look closely, disrespect often comes from the ego, not a strong ego, but a fragile one. The ego acts like psychological armor. When someone feels small inside, they become sensitive to anything that threatens their sense of importance. Asterisk, confidence does not need to dominate. Asterisk, insecurity does. Asterisk, people with insecure egos feel challenged by calm people, by self-assured people, by those who do not seek approval. So they use disrespect as a way to regain control. Sarcasm, dismissal, mockery, and subtle put-downs are not signs of strength. They are attempts to manage internal discomfort. Asterisk, think about it. Truly confident people rarely feel the need to disrespect others. They already feel enough. Disrespect is often a signal of inner imbalance, not superiority. Asterisk, some disrespect is loud, but some of the most damaging disrespect is silent, being ignored, being talked over, having your ideas dismissed until someone else repeats them. These behaviors are often rooted in social conditioning. Humans unconsciously rank each other based on confidence, tone, boundaries, and presence. If you were taught to be agreeable or emotionally accommodating, some people will mistake kindness for weakness. Asterisk, not because you are weak, asterisk, but because they were taught that power comes from dominance. Asterisk, disrespect continues only when it is tolerated. And this is where the experience becomes deeply personal. If disrespect affects you strongly, it may be connected to early conditioning. Many people learned in childhood that love and approval were unpredictable. They learned to monitor others' reactions to feel safe. So when disrespect happens, the body reacts before the mind does. Tight chest, racing thoughts, self-doubt. This is not overthinking. This is a nervous system responding to perceived rejection. Asterisk, healing does not mean becoming cold or aggressive. It means becoming grounded. When you know who you are, disrespect loses its grip. People treat you based on how you carry your self-identity, not just what you say. Respect is not demanded. It is embodied. Asterisk, calmness can unsettle insecure people. Silence can set boundaries without explanation. Presence speaks louder than words. When you stop chasing validation, disrespect has nowhere to land. Asterisk, how you respond matters. Reacting emotionally hands control to the other person. Pausing, observing, and responding with clarity keeps your power intact. Some people disrespect everyone. Some people only disrespect those who do not challenge them. That difference reveals everything. Asterisk, when disrespect comes from someone close to you, it cuts deeper. Family and long-term relationships are built on old roles. Growth disrupts those roles. When you change, some people feel threatened. They may belittle you, dismiss your feelings, or mock your boundaries. Not because you are wrong, but because your growth forces them to confront themselves. Asterisk, sometimes creating distance is not abandonment, it is self-preservation. Here is the truth most people avoid. Respect begins internally and echoes outward. When you stop explaining yourself, people listen. When you walk away calmly, you gain authority. Not authority over others, but authority over your own life. Asterisk, disrespect is information. It tells you about the inner world of the person showing it. And it tells you how much access they have to yours. You are not here to convince anyone of your worth. You are here to live it. When you do, the right people recognize it, and the wrong people reveal themselves. Asterisk, if this felt like a private conversation, that is because human psychology is deeply personal. Sit with this, observe differently, and remember how people treat you often reflects what they are struggling with inside themselves. Asterisk, this is psychology of humans.